How's it going, everybody? Cole from Talkers on the Wall here, back with another Welcome to Derry video. We're coming up to the end of these. I think we're gonna do this review, and then me and Luke are actually making a Stranger Things season 1 versus Welcome to Derry season 1, and I think we're just gonna do like our full recap on season 1 of Welcome to Derry as a whole. Now, let's get to the meat and potatoes of the video. Season finale. Big spoiler warnings, and I will be dropping how I feel about this episode, and then I will mostly do a recap on the season when me and Luke do that video. So let's get into it. Now, I will not lie, this finale had me in mixed positions and mixed feelings in multiple ways. I think honestly Bill Skarsgård is just damn near perfect. Like, this dude, he needs so many more accolades than he has already. I just cannot get enough about it. I want to give him his props, and this is 2018 LeBron carrying a show, respectfully to the other cast and actors. But yeah, no, he was great this episode. I think there's so many things that he just does well. The rage baiting is awesome, and just aura farming. It's like, you can't hate that he's just losing because he's aura farming, but it's just so many cool things about Pennywise as a character and as a horror villain. And, I've been seeing some commotion now in the horror community, and we need to have this discussion that Pennywise is probably top 3 all-time horror villains, and he might be one, respectfully. And, yeah, so that's, like, the big takeaway of, like, how good this episode could be. And like the whole like omnipotent or omnipresence, I'm not sure how that verbiage works, but the whole like plot twist of like this is more of a sequel now than a prequel, and he's going back in time to eliminate Marge because she gives birth to Richie, and and obviously season 2 and 3 are gonna happen. So I mean, it basically means that Pennywise always loses, which that kind of takes away from me a little bit. And then there's also just moments to where, like, I guess because of it's weird because it's not time travel, so it doesn't alter the past, but yet it does. So like a big crime scene, like all those kids just being taken away like weapons style, it's like that should be in It Chapter 1. Please correct me if I'm wrong, or I'm sure there's some Stephen King like fanboy that's like, actually, if you do this because some great turtle moved around the world at different clockwise, it doesn't matter. Sure, okay, you got me there, but I just feel like that's just too big of a moment. And I mentioned it in, I believe, episode 7. It almost feels like too surreal for Pennywise to like be in this environment. But let's talk another positive. The toe-to-toe between Halloran and Pennywise, the Wise. Halloran knows the Wise like that, bro. He rage baited the rage bait master. Bro didn't even care that he was in his head. He just did not want to be called Bob Gray anymore. Bro had him dead to rights. But yeah, Halloran, what a crazy payoff, like someone in the later, like, who is just a completely defeated man. He just cannot get out of his own head. I mean, for good reasons. I mean, Pennywise was up 3-1 in the series, and then he came back like LeBron James and Kyrie Irving in the 2016 finals. And Dick just does an amazing job in this episode, and it does have a crazy payoff. And he has the one line, I think I'm gonna go to a hotel. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. But yeah, it just Dick Halloran was so cool this season. And if you're looking at the cheesy clips, because this show is full of cheesy clips, don't get it twisted. Like, I would urge someone, hey bro, just watch it because Dick Halloran, because it's amazing. You get amazing performances between Halloran and Pennywise, and then the kids do good. I do think that later on in the season the dialogue just gets a little bit more stale. And I don't know, like, you look at episode 1, and then like set up episode 2, and then episode 3 was really bad all around. But I just think that it just gets on a little decline, and I just think that I think Muschietti's a very, very wishy-washy director slash writer, and I will give credit. I think this is easily better than It Chapter 2, and I think it's a little bit better than It Chapter 1. So congrats on having the least amount of source material out of the, between those two movies, and then making a better product. So cool. But we also have to give this show the Avatar treatment, like the Blue People Avatar. The military is just so goddamn awful, bro. It's terrible. It's downright unwatchable sometimes. You have an insane amount of scenes with them, and nothing really happens. It's like they make the stupid decision. Oh, I have to control it. It's such a cliche. It's so lazy. It's insane how lazy it is. And you could have just had it to where it was Hanlon just dealing with this, and he has to recruit Halloran. I know that they do this a little bit in this episode, but I'm talking about like they're not, the military has nothing to do with Pennywise, right? They're out there just doing some Cold War shit. Sure, whatever. Then you have Hanlon believing his son because he goes to the river. That's cool. Then he convinces Halloran, like, hey, we know you have these abilities, and this is why the military has you. Like, can we figure out what the hell's to do with this? It's tormenting my son. It's effing with me. And I just feel like that could have been done a lot better, and it's a lot more grounded to where you don't have like the cringy ass commander, and you could I don't know, it's just that character is just so dumb. It's so pointless. But yeah, I think the ending of this episode is good. I think Richie coming in, flipping him off, I think it was cool. It's like in Halloran, how you can see him with the I don't know exactly who that was. I'm sure it'll be in the season 2 or 3. But yeah, no, I think that they're setting the ending up of season 1 with the tribe, and I think that they'll be a big part of season 2 and that or season 1. But it'll be cool to see, honestly. I'm excited to see it. I do think that this episode is good. I think it's a solid 7, but it's just a very flawed 7. I just think that some of the acting, frankly, is not that good. I think some of the dialogue is not that good, but I just think that you just have 2 elite level actors and just performances. I think that the endings for each of these characters are fine. So this will pretty much be the last quick rant video on this style. I'm sure there's a lot of things that I'm gonna miss, but like I said, we're gonna be making about 2 more videos, and those will be coming out shortly. And I just feel like, yeah, it's just a good episode. It's a good show. But I'll leave more to that in my ultimate season 1 review, and comparing it to Stranger Things season 1. So a big shout out to everyone who's been a part of these videos. It's been one of the best series on the channel. So thank you. There's more to come. And yeah, peace.